cultivating an abundance mindset does not just impact your finances. Now, don't think that once I have an abundance mindset, I'm now a millionaire. No, there are other things that you need to do. It can also positively affect, it doesn't just impact your finances now, it also positively influences your relationship. So when you have an abundance mindset, it's not just about your finances that it impacts. It also influences your relationships positively, your career, and overall well-being. This mindset shift can create a ripple effect of abundance in all areas of your life. So it's very, very important when we have an abundance mindset. Now, I want to talk about some myths. Let me say myths or overcoming limiting beliefs about money. What people say about money that for me it doesn't make sense. It's nonsense. And a lot of you that are actually looking at this slide today must have seen what I'm about to mention. Now, most of you will say money is the root of all evil. Now, and I wrote something. I said, this common belief can lead to a negative relationship with money and a reluctance to pursue financial freedom. We have seen it. We have seen when religious, some certain religious bodies, because of the kind of messages they hear, because of their personal belief about money, because of how they see money, and they have refused to pursue or attain some heights financially because they see money as the root from all evil. Now, it's very important to challenge this myth and recognize. Please, once my time is about to be up, like, okay, 25 minutes to go. Okay, fine, that's good. I'll make sure I utilize that. It's important to challenge this myth and recognize that money is a tool that can be used for good, not something inherently evil. Most people only believe that money can be associated with evil. I can tell you, money is good. Being in the financial sector, money is good. When you have money, life is easy. When you have money, it makes things very easy. So when people say money is the root of all evil, I just look at them and laugh. They only see money in the negative parts. But I can tell you, for life enhancement, for quality living, one of the tools that helps is you need to have those resources to make things better. I can tell you. So you also have to see money as a tool that can be used for good, not something inherently evil. Now, other people will say only the rich can be wealthy. What's the meaning of that? Only the rich can be wealthy, for real. Now, this belief can be a significant barrier to financial freedom, as it can discourage people from taking the necessary steps to build wealth. This belief can stop people from taking steps to build wealth. Some people actually believe they already made up their mind that the only people that can be wealthy are actually the rich. So for poor people, you cannot transcend from being poor to being rich. So that has alone has limited their mind to aim and attain and actually go for something bigger that will change their life. It has put a barrier for financial freedom, and it can discourage people from taking the necessary steps to build wealth. In reality, financial freedom is attainable for people from all income levels as long as they develop the right mindset and habits. Now, I said something, as long as they develop the right mindset and habits and habits. We have had stories of Koshari said that he started his business with 500 naira, right? We had Dangote said that he started business with 50,000 naira given to him by his uncle. Now, these are people that started from a low income and they built a conglomerate, they built empires. Why? Because of the mindset. They had a positive mindset. They believe that yes, there is not enough. I know there's a whole lot to go around. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of resources. They never had that scarcity mindset, and that's why they've been able to grow. That's why they've been able to be financially free. So don't always believe that only the rich can be wealthy. No, everybody can be wealthy from all income levels as long as you develop the right mindsets and habits. Another thing is money doesn't bring happiness. When people say this, I just laugh and I smile. I smile when I go for trips outside the country and I travel. I go to some places and I'm like, oh my God, who wouldn't like to come here? In fact, I was telling my friend that most times when people want to commit suicide, fall inside the Tommy Lamb Bridge. I said, when we rescue them, what we need to do sometimes is take them out of the country, take them to Paris, take them to London, take them to London Eye, take them to some tourist sites, and let them go look at the beauty, and then bring them back. Let them spend 1 or 2 weeks there, and then bring them back and tell them, please, you wanted to jump inside the water. Can you jump again? I can tell you they will not jump again. So when you say money doesn't bring happiness, while it's true that money alone does not guarantee happiness, don't mistake what I'm saying. Money alone, I'm not saying that money alone guarantees happiness. No. But don't forget that money can provide the resources and freedom to pursue the things that do bring joy and fulfillment. Yes, money might not bring happiness, but money can create an atmosphere that will make you happy. Yes, if you rent an apartment and there is no light, everywhere is hot, the weather is hot, and the environment is hot, and all of a sudden money comes up. You put an AC and there's lights. You have a solar in your light or in your room. If you enter your room, what do you see? Everywhere is well lit. There's good ventilation. AC, the air conditioning is on top speed, and I can tell you, you are going to be happy. You're going to smile. So money can create resources and freedom to pursue things that will bring joy and fulfillment to you. Achieving financial freedom can unlock opportunities for personal growth. Don't forget this. For personal growth, travel, and the ability to give back to others. Another myth people always say is, I'm just not good with money. How can you just say you're not just good with money? Now, this self-limiting belief can become a self-fulfilling prophecy if not addressed. Sometimes when you speak out words into the atmosphere and when you speak things out carelessly, it can become a prophecy that can at the end backfire and become a template for your life that will lead to your failure. But you have to understand that with the right education, with the right tools, with the right discipline, anyone can develop a healthy relationship with money and take control of their financial future. And I'm going to that place. And I'm going there. I'm going to talk about that also. But before I also say that, please, I would like to understand from the panelists, can you please unmute and tell me that you're hearing me? Let me be sure, please. Yeah, it's very important so that I can actually how to develop active savings and investment habits. Now, let's assume that we have all cultivated. Let's assume that we have all cultivated an abundance mindset. Now, let's go to the financial parts. Now, developing a proactive savings and investing habits. Let's go to the money aspect. It's very important. This is the area where I track so much. Now, the first thing in terms of financial freedom, don't forget, I said not just improving your mindset, but your habits. There are some things you need to work on your habits that's going to help you. Now, in terms of developing a proactive savings and investing habits, the first thing you need to look at is budgeting. Budgeting is very important. The foundation of financial freedom is creating a realistic budget that accounts for your income, expenses, and your savings. Now, this will help you identify areas where you can cut back and redirect funds towards your financial goal. Now, budgeting is very, very important. You can't say you want to be financially free and yet you don't even have a budget of your monthly expenses. You can't account for monthly expenses. You can't account for your savings. You can't account for your income. You can attain financial freedom. You remember, financial freedom has to talk about you being free financially in all ramifications. You are not tight in any corner when it comes to finance. You're free. But you need to have a very good budget because this is the foundation of financial freedom. You need to have a realistic budget that accounts for your income, your expenses. You need to account for all your monthly income, your expenses, your savings. You need to account for it. It's very important. Number 2 is automatic savings. What do I do with what do I mean by automatic savings? I asked the question one day in my office. I said, how many of you have more than one bank account? And I discovered that most of the staff had just one bank account, at most 2 bank accounts. And I'm like, and you want to save money. Now, you need to have multiple bank accounts, and each bank account need to have an aim. If I'm opening Zenith, Stanbic, or any bank, that bank account should be tagged something. If it's for project, it's for project. If it's for refilling of expenses, it's for refilling of expenses. Now, somebody will say, when you have money that you have all these. No, you can start small. I can tell you that. So set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account, ensuring that a portion of your income is always being directed towards your long-term goals. This pay yourself first approach can help you build wealth over time. Now, it's very, very important that we have different bank accounts. That can help us achieve a whole lot. I can tell you that. You need to learn, apart from budgeting, there has to be an automatic savings. Most of us think that once money hits our account, the next thing is let's go spend it. The next thing is let's go for shopping spree. The next thing is let's go to the biggest restaurant. No, you can't build financial freedom with that kind of lifestyle. You can't build financial freedom with that kind of habits. So there has to be automatic savings. So the attitude of pay yourself first approach is something that can help you build wealth over time. Now, diversified investing. Now, once you build a solid savings foundation, consider investing in a diversified portfolio. Once you have savings, you can consider diversifying this into different portfolios. When I say different portfolios, different things that can multiply this money. For you to be financially free, there have to be so many things that gives you money. Now, one of those things that can give you money that you need to diversify your portfolio after you have built a solid savings foundation is Forex. We have the Forex, the foreign exchange market, you have the stock market, you have bonds, you have real estate, you have other assets. These are avenues where you can diversify your savings, diversify investments, because this can help your money grow over the long term and provide a buffer against market fluctuations. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Don't just be throwing money in the bank account, and when it accumulates big, you use it and go and shop. You use it to go and actually do a whole lot of things. No, you have to think of a way, what can I do for these funds to multiply? It's very, very important. Very, very, very vital. Now, let's talk about embracing financial responsibility and discipline. Embracing financial responsibility and discipline. Now, remember, I took like the first 2-3 financial aspects that can help us gain financial freedom. Now, for you to embrace financial responsibility and discipline, number one is tracking expenses. You have to closely monitor your spending and categorize your expenses. Categorizing your expenses can help you identify areas where you can cut back and redirect funds towards your financial goals. It's quite unfortunate. I can tell you, when you meet any rich man, most of the wealthy guys, most of the billionaires and the millionaires who know, they employ a personal accountant. Why do you think they employ a personal accountant? To help audit, to help them track expenses. That at the end of the month, an accountant can tell you, or an auditor, say, sorry, sir, I think we spent so much money this month, and we can't track these expenses, and all that is impacting in these funds. I can tell you, they do that. You can also do that yourself, that now that you're not having multiple cash flows, you can track your expenses, you can monitor your spending, because when you categorize these expenses, it will help you identify, it will actually help you to identify areas where you need to cut costs. I can tell you that. Now, number two is this: embracing financial responsibility and discipline is debt repayment. Developing a plan of pay off high interest debt, such as loans, can free up funds that can be redirected towards savings and investments, accelerating your path to financial freedom. When you owe debt, please, it's good to pay that off, because when you actually owe debt and it's not being paid off, it actually impacts on your savings and investment, because every money that comes goes back to the loan that you took, goes back to repayments of debt. So debt repayment is very, very important, so that you can focus more on increasing and multiplying your finances. Now, the other one that is very important is what I call consistent habits. Consistent habits. Consistent habits. Now, consistent habits is building consistent financial habits, such as regularly reviewing your budgets, making savings contribution, and reviewing your investment portfolio will help you stay on track towards your long-term goals. Now, let me tell you, one thing that has helped me as a person is Um, every month I go through my bank statement. Yes, I do that. I print my bank statement, I sit down, analyze it, I review, I know where I spend so much, I know how to, this will help me to cut down. I will review the budget. If yeah, if I have to plan for family, if I have to plan for whatever for the month, I have to look at it on the budget. It's very important. And also, I do a lot of savings contributions. It helps me a lot. And if I also have investment, you review investment portfolios to check those that are doing well and those that are not doing well. This should be a habit to be able. You need to track. You need to track all these financial goals. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Now, the last one that is very important is accountability. Now, seeking support from a financial advisor, mentor, or even a like-minded community can help you stay accountable to your financial commitments and make better informed decisions. So, accountability is very important. You can seek for help from financial advisors, and that's why it's very important to have a mentor. You know, Mr. Williams wrote a book on mentorship, and this is where mentorship comes in. A mentor helps you reshape your destiny, reshape your life, helps you grow, because a mentor has gone ahead where you want to be. So his job, his role in your life is to pull you up to that direction. I want to see, okay, 10 minutes to go. I think I have 10 minutes to go. Okay, I'll round up. I always keep to time. So accountability is very important. So remember, I said it's very important that for you to embrace financial responsibility and discipline. Number one, tracking expenses, debt repayment, consistent habits, accountability. Now let's look at something else. Prioritizing long-term financial goals. Why do you need financial freedom? How do you prioritize this? Now, number one is retirement planning. Whether we like it or not, by the special grace of God, everybody is going to retire someday. Is it that you retire when you're at old age or retire when you're at mid age? Now, strategically planning for your retirement, whether it's through employer sponsored retirement accounts or personal savings, can help ensure financial security in your golden years. This attitude or this issue of let me eat everything now, anything will enter my hand, my enjoyment. I can tell you, when you see some old men today at the motor park driving wheelbarrow, when you see some old men in their 70s doing what they should have been doing, that is to let you know that when they were supposed to be building financial future, when they were supposed to be preparing for their financial savings, and they were busy playing instead of paying the price. So if you don't pay the price today, if you pay the price today, you will play tomorrow because you already have a retirement plan. It's very important. No, number two is emergency fund. Building an emergency fund with enough savings to cover 3 to 6 months of living expense can provide a crucial safety net and help you avoid relying on debt during unexpected financial challenges. Now, the reasons why you need to save funds, the reason why you need to have an emergency fund is because there are some unforeseen circumstances that can come around, that can impact. And if you don't have a good financial plan, it's going to impact on you. If you're not prepared, it's going to impact heavily on you. That's why financial emergency fund is very, very important. Don't finish everything that comes to you. Learn to diversify. Now, generational wealth. Creating a plan to build and transfer wealth to future generations can help create a lasting legacy and provide financial security for your loved ones, even beyond your lifetime. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how can you maintain a positive relationship with money? Number one is mindful spending. Number two is gratitude and generosity. Number three is continuous learning. Number four is celebrating milestone. I can tell you from what time permits me, I would have gone into deep in all this. But I can tell you, remember that for if you want to play tomorrow, you need to pay the price today. When it comes to finance, I can tell you the first thing that needs to happen to you is for you to have the right mindset and the right habit. When it comes to right mindset, we're talking about definitely having the abundance mindset, knocking out consciously the scarcity mindset. Now, when we talk about the habit, you have to do those things that can sustain and keep and multiply your funds. That is why savings comes in, investing in the financial market comes in, doing a whole lot of things. Now, when you see a lot of people that are making waves that are financially free today, I can tell you they paid the price yesterday. They actually starved themselves of some gratifications for today's enjoyment. Is very, very important. You can't just fold your hands praying and say, God, I want to be a billionaire without working. No, you have to show working. You have to show working. There's something a pastor said. He said 20 children can never play together for 20 years. Don't forget this. It's very important. So I want to thank, I want to believe that with these few things I've said, I want to believe that there's going to be a lot of mind shift. There's going to be a lot of unlearning to relearn that will help us to be financially free tomorrow. Before I conclude, I want to really thank the organizers of this event, on unlocking a wealth mastery summit. I really want to appreciate the organizers, especially Mr. Williams Wealth. Thank you so much for putting this together. To actually, these kind of programs are the kind of programs I encourage our youth to participate. Is the kind of programs I encourage our government, Christian associations, NGOs to bring up, because a lot of our youths are having this wasteful mentality, are having this kind of lavish and scarcity mindset, and that is why no matter the funds you get, it's not sustainable because we don't have a strong foundation. But when we have events like this and we talk about money, I don't know why people shy away talking about money. Let's talk about money, because money is a great tool that can enhance godly and good living. So we need to keep talking about this. And that's why when Mr. Williams wrote me, I told myself that, yes, I need to be here to share my own little knowledge. I can tell you, please, the price you pay today would actually assist you. That team of the Wealth Mastery Summit, thank you so much for putting up this event together. And I really appreciate you inviting me. And I look forward to more events from you. And I hope that for the viewers and those that listened, I hope I've been able to make sense, and I hope you've been able to learn one or two things. So at this point, I really want to use the opportunity to say thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. At a point, it became so overwhelming as a result of the depth of the in-depth result of in-depth knowledge shared by Mr. Emmanuel Okwara. Thank you once again, sir. There are so many things I believe that the participants of this summit have deduced from your session, such as, in fact, the one that becomes so striking towards the closure of your speech is the quote that 20 children will never play together in the next 20 years. And this clearly depicts and lay emphasis Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. So we have three questions here for you, which are: one, how do one overcome poverty mindset? And second question, what is the importance of gratitude in achieving financial freedom? And the last question, how do one stay motivated on his or her journey to financial freedom?
Sorry, I don't know. I'm having a kind of, I don't know I can't really hear clearly the questions. Can you please repeat the questions again if it was from me?
Okay, the questions for you are: how do one overcome a poverty mindset?
I can't hear. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I can't. Can you type
How
the
do
question?
one overcome a poverty mindset? Okay, we'll put it up on the screen, sir, for you. How do one overcome a poverty mindset? We'll put it up on the screen for you, sir. The next question is: what is the importance of gratitude in achieving financial freedom?
The question was just typed. It said, how do one overcome a poverty mindset? So, if you ask me, I would say the first thing I said that in this summit, the essence of financial freedom, the first thing we need to do is relearn. Now, for you to overcome a poverty mindset, number one is that you have to remove your mind from scarcity mindsets. You know, a poor mindset will always think that there's not enough. There's not enough time. You know, there's not enough resources. I'm not good enough. I don't have opportunity. There is not this and there is not that. And don't forget that in the same environment, you have the rich and you have the poor. Now, what happened is information accessible to everybody is how you utilize it. Now, for you to overcome a poverty mindset, number one, it starts from you telling yourself, like that's why I use the word, you have to consciously put to an abundance mindset, believing that there is enough time, there's enough resources, there is enough opportunities. And for you to overcome a poverty mindset, you also need to remove your mind from a lot of myths for finances that said money is the root of all evil, only the rich can become wealthy. No, you need to remove your mind from all this. That's why I mentioned that there are some quotes that we grew up with, but we grew up to understand that those quotes are evil, those quotes are negative, those quotes are wrong. So you have to remove your mind from scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. That is the way to actually overcome a poverty mindset. Now, the number two question said, what's the importance of gratitude in achieving financial freedom? Is very, very important. If you check from the slides, when I spoke about gratitude, I just want to read what I wrote. I said, cultivating gratitude and contentment can be powerful drivers of financial freedom. When you appreciate what you have, you are less likely to be driven by a constant need for more. You have to appreciate what you have. Now, we shouldn't be seeing this financial freedom only in paper resources. You know, there's a whole lot that brings money. That when we talk about money, we're talking about paper money, we're talking about value. When you create value, you have to be gratitude for where you are in order to attain a higher dimension. Now, people that are actually ungrateful, if you check, a lot of people that are not grateful for what they have, they are not grateful for what they can attain. They end up being competitive negatively. So it's very important to be to be grateful in achieving financial freedom. It's very, very important. It has achieving financial freedom has its own spiritual implications, which there are some things that we should neglect. Number three question said, okay, how do someone stay motivated on the journey to financial freedom? How you can stay motivated on the journey to financial freedom is number one, tell yourself that there's a lot of opportunities. Tell yourself you can do this. You have to stay motivated. Now, let me tell you the truth. You have to do everything possible to disconnect your mind from negative people. You have to disconnect from negative people, number one. And number two, how to stay motivated on the journey to financial freedom is you need to get a mentor. Mentorship is very important. Now, when I say mentor, I will say this and I will say without fear or favor. People have this belief that um, the only way you can get a mentor is only a pastor that can be a mentor. And I disagree to that. If you are in the fintech industry, financial industry, get a mentor in the financial industry. That will help you. If you are in oil and gas industry, get a mentor in that oil and gas industry. It's very important. These guys have gone ahead of you. If you look at their lifestyle, look at their attitude, you're going to stay motivated. There's a whole lot that they will tell you that will keep you going. There's a whole lot they will actually tell you. They'll pull you by the hand. That alone is motivation. And have a happy mindset. Be happy. Be happy for yourself. Be happy for yourself. Tell yourself that you can do this. That's the thing. It's very important. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, sir, you've done justice to the questions. Yes, sir, you've done due justice to all the questions. Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a pleasure having you this evening and in this conference. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm so much grateful to have you in this summit. Wow, it's a privilege. A lot of things you've been sharing are what I've written down even in my book on mentorship. That your pastor, to some certain extent, your pastor might not be your financial mentor. Yeah, your pastor might be your spiritual mentor, but not your mentor in all aspects. Yeah, because if it comes to taking risks, if your pastor is one that is scared of taking risks, yeah, it's possible your pastor will talk you out from taking risks. And you see, you will miss a lot of opportunity because you choose your pastor because he's your spiritual mentor as your financial mentor and every other kind of mentor that you would have gotten out apart from your pastor. So thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. I really appreciate this opportunity. I tell you, I can't take it for granted. I believe we will have a bigger platform where we will still host you again, and there are other things that we still want to work together to see we are in the minds of young ones. Thank you, sir. I believe our audience, they will be staying motivated with all what you shared with us this night. Okay, our viewer, I want to appreciate each and every one of you, though we've had a little glitch on our network today, but I believe we will make these videos available on our social media platform, and we really want you guys to stay updated with all our content, whatever we are bringing up. Please stay connected with us as we progress in this conference.
gentlemen, and thank you, our speakers, for joining us this evening. Thank you, our speakers, for sharing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining. Indeed, today has been so fiery, with much value being dished and given out. So much knowledge to unlearn, relearn, and learn. So many mindsets, so many things to go home with. Tomorrow it will be more package than this. Please do well to join us. Do well to join us. Remember to share the link. Remember to comment what you've learned today. Your takeaway should be commented, should be on the comment box. Thank you once again. Do have a blissful evening. Join us tomorrow.
Are you tired of watching others succeed in the forex market? Or you're wondering, is it because of their proven strategy or having access to a good mentor? Today I will be showing you a proven strategy on how to trade the forex market. I'm Wealth William. I've been trading the forex market for almost a half a decade with a proven strategy of over a decade, which has made millions from the market, which is the top-down analysis, where you project the overall direction of the market from the monthly time frame to the weekly time frame, where you plot your key levels, then scale down to your daily time frame, where you spot the direction of the market in line with the overall trend. With the help of your Fibonacci retracement tool, you could catch the pullbacks and then position yourself in line with the overall trend of the market. This is a realistic approach that has made me a profitable trader, also a mentor that is sorted for on the internet. This is the approach that I've used to mentor a lot of traders. This second half of the year, I have an exciting news. I will be training few persons with limited slots for 10 persons only for 40,000 naira instead of 50,000 naira actual price. It comes with bonuses. My new book on mentorship, Sure Guide to Entrepreneurial Success, recorded session of all the classes, and then you have access to my e-library where you have materials on mindset shift and wealth creation. Registration is ongoing. Click the link on the comment box and get registered. Classes commence on the 2nd of September 2024. Let's trade the forex market together. And I want to see you grow into that trader you have been wanting to become.